I think they stabilise you. I think everything's going to be all right. You know, everything will work out. Yeah.
My understanding of Legacy from talking to people and seeing people was it was to help people that were probably struggling a little bit with a military background.
Well, the biggest thing that Legacy has helped me with is that I have got a disabled boy. I've got a Down syndrome son that was born after Les came home from Vietnam.
It's a comfort to know that there's somebody that's there that you can, if things go wrong, you can make a phone call and you've got someone that you can talk to that understands what's happening to you. So.
I don't think you need to be ex-service to be a legatee. You just need the compassion. You just need the, what's the word I'm looking for? The commitment. Just need the commitment to the charity or to Legacy. Yeah, look, we've had in this particular area, we've had numerous non-military people, and they've worked fantastic, and their commitment is exactly the same as the military personnel.
Because of the method by which legatees are appointed, you know that you're dealing with people of integrity and honesty when you meet a legatee.
Well, I find the Forbes people are very generous when it comes to Legacy. A lot of them even say that they don't buy raffle tickets, but it's for Legacy. Oh yeah, we always support Legacy.
But no, I've enjoyed Legacy of all the organisations I've been in, and you know, I've been in a lot of them. Legacy would be the most rewarding.
I've been asked by the daughter of this widow that I'm going to the funeral today. She was my very first widow that I got 32 years ago, and I've had a close relationship with her, all of my involvement with Legacy. And so I've been asked to do a Legacy-themed eulogy today at this funeral service. And my opening comments will be that I first came into contact with Kath through my involvement with Legacy, which is an organisation that cares for the widows and dependents of deceased ex-servicemen or war veterans. I do that a lot when I talk about Legacy to either a group of strangers or to people who I feel don't have a full understanding of what Legacy does. I'll be doing that today because I feel I could waffle on about Legacy and have half the people sitting in that church wouldn't have a clue what Legacy does or what we are. And unfortunately it's true. The word legacy, unfortunately, is used for a lot of things. It's a very common word in the English language. And I think it gets lost in the mire out there somewhere. I've spoken to people, I go a unit reunion every 2 years, and I've spoken to my unit, people within my unit that served with me in Vietnam, particularly national servicemen, who haven't got a clue what Legacy is and what Legacy does, and yet they are returned servicemen. So yeah, Legacy is letting itself down, I think, in a way, by not educating people about what it is. Here in this town, it's not a huge issue. We've got a fairly good profile in this town, and we have done, thankfully, to some of our ex-legatees, World War II legatees, who were very high-profile business people in this town. We don't have, none of us current legatees hold that high profile. But when those guys were still active legatees in this town, they promoted Legacy within this town hugely. And we're living off the benefits of that today with a town that is reasonably knowledgeable about what Legacy does and what we're here for. But I still find that there is ignorance out there about what we are, what we do.
Legacy means to me, and I'll say it from when I first came in contact with it, legacy means a big warm hug.
A group of humane people, people who care about our soldiers and people that gave up so much.
To just have a normal life without having to worry about, you know, if we're getting certain payments or if this is going to happen, or just to know that we can live.
Well, they turned around this year and decided they'd come up and they had a look at the river and whatnot, and then they heard on the TV about the water and the Darling and the Darwin and the poisons that go in through and the cotton farm. And they didn't want me to drink or get near that water again, so this happened, this organising of the water tanks.
Legacy, it's an immense source of support, I think.
I think it's been a comfort to know that out there is someone who has a small inkling of what you go through.
So that was the first big light bulb moment, was the realisation that PTSD, that mental health, is an illness and an injury.
For us, for our family, legacy meant that things started to go in the right direction. Things weren't as hard anymore.
It's always been a sense of support that's been there throughout the whole time.
Our life would be very different without Legacy, definitely.